Hey there, Ospreys. Welcome to another campus update with Inside Swoop. I'm Kevin Bogrand, here to bring you up to date with what's going on this week. And today we have a special interview edition with Hannah Lee from Spinnaker Media. How are you doing today, Hannah?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. So Hannah, tell us a little bit about Spinnaker Media and your position there as the editor-in-chief.
Yeah, so Spinnaker Media is a student-run media. We have 5 departments. We have news, TV, radio, creative services, and business. So my department, where I'm currently the leader, the newsroom, we are focused mainly on a 24/7 digital site, and we oversee content that's relatable to students, faculty, staff, things that people from UNF, people who work at UNF want to read. So for students, we focus on some entertainment stuff, movies that are coming out. We also focus on student government. And then for faculty, we focus on faculty association meetings, any university news that really pertains to them. So that's the news side. We also have a magazine that comes out once a semester, and that's a collaboration between creative services and news. The theme of the magazines change each semester, but that's primarily what the newsroom does.
Okay, and so you're working in the newsroom, but so does Spinnaker kind of cater towards journalism and production majors, or what are the different areas and different types of people that Spinnaker needs to keep it up and running and get things going?
So Spinnaker caters to all students, I feel like. So for example, even though I'm the editor-in-chief of the newsroom, I'm a psychology major. And so I learned how to write in AP style. I started off as volunteer, and I just moved my way up, and everything I learned in journalism, I learned in Spinnaker. But I know there are students in the newsroom who are English majors or who are political science majors. And then there are other departments that pertain to different students. So for example, Spinnaker Radio, where students can just go in and DJ an hour. They can be of any major. As long as you want to talk about whatever top specialty topic you want to talk about for that hour, just want to talk about music, you can go in there. Spinnaker TV, that's more for production majors, for behind the scenes, but if you want to be on air, be a talent, you can be any major. As long as you want to learn and are willing to learn and willing to show up, Spinnaker Media is open for any students.
And isn't like the creative services department, like they need like people like graphic designers and
Yes.
The business department, which keeps money flowing in and sells advertising and stuff. It's obviously not just going to cater to journalists and people who want to be on camera. There's a whole business aspect of it.
Yes, so creative services, like you said, there is more a niche aspect to it. A lot of people in creative services, they would like you to know how to do Photoshop and Premiere, but you don't have to know that going in. I mean, it's a benefit, but you can learn as you work there. And so, I mean, creative services is more of a public relation. They're looking for public relations students, but they can look for anyone who's, like I said, willing to learn. The business office, however, that's more open to anyone, while we are focused and catering towards more business majors. For example, the leader, Daniela, right now, she is a graduate student who's majoring in business, international business. So it is more focused towards that, and we wouldn't be where we are without our business department, because they're the ones who go out to advertisers and they have to meet with them outside of UNF and try and convince them to advertise with Spinnaker, with our magazine, digital, social media, and our goal is around $19,000 a year. So that's a lot of work, and but it's completely worth it, and you can put it on your resume. Like I said, with Spinnaker, you can learn and make mistakes, and this is time where you can make mistakes. And so
speaking of resumes, are there any people that have worked at the Spinnaker and gone on to regional or national media, and where might some of those places be that they ended up at?
Yeah, so one of our biggest pride and achievements is Connor Spinnaker. He went on to work at CNN. Last year, our editor-in-chief, Tiffany Salome, went on to become a reporter in Indianapolis. Our managing editor last year, Alex Perez, she became a producer and reporter at Huntsville, Alabama. We have people all over. Our previous TV general manager, John McCrone, he became an intern. I believe he got a job at Adult Swim. So people in Spinnaker move all over the place, and careers change, and people may realize that journalism isn't for them, but they've really learned to appreciate it. But those are some of the few examples we have, and we actually have a lot of people locally. We have several students and former Spinnaker alum who work at First Coast News, Action News Jax, News for Jax. So people who want to stay locally, there are opportunities where they can stay here and grow their careers.
That's awesome. So what are some of the notable and kind of interesting stories that you've worked on at your time at Spinnaker that have stuck with you, and what is like the stuff that you're really trying to stay on top of now?
Yeah, so since I started off as a volunteer, things have really changed with how we've reported things. I believe in my tenure, at least, as editor-in-chief, we've really focused on investigative and hard news pieces. So, for example, last semester, I found that there was a biology professor who was accused of sexually harassing a student. And when I looked into his file, I found that there was a history of 10 years of accusations of inappropriate behavior with students. And because we released that story and because of the investigation that was going on against him, he retired and left the university. But that was something that was really eye-opening to me about how, if I hadn't found his file, if I didn't request his file and didn't look more into it, 10 years of inappropriate behavior no one would have known.
Wow, so you really have made the university safe for your job as the editor-in-chief at the Spinnaker.
I think I help make people more aware. It's our job to highlight some of the problems, and we don't do it. People think that journalists try and get the, for here, we try or journalists out in the real world try and get the president or try and get the local city hall, city council, the mayor, be like, gotcha, corruption. But we try and do it because we love our communities. Journalists, I believe, and I know it's true for me, we love the community we're reporting in. And when we see a problem, we highlight it not to try and get a story for ourselves, but to help make the community better. I love UNF, and I love coming here, and I love attending the school. And if I see a problem, I want to make sure that other students see it and that we can resolve a way to fix it.
Well, I think that passion definitely shows, and for other students who are passionate about UNF or want to get involved in the news or any of the different departments at Spinnaker, what should they do? How can they reach out to you guys?
Yeah, so the easiest way is our office. We're on the second floor of the student union, right above the game room, right below student government. So they can always come in, take a little tour, fill out a volunteer sheet, and we will connect with them and help put them in the department that they want to be involved in. Summertime is a great time because it's a little slow in news, but you learn a lot. I've made lifelong friends at Spinnaker. They've become my second family. So summer is really the best time because you're only taking 3 classes, hopefully, at most, unless you like to stress yourself. But hopefully you're taking 1 or 2 classes, so you have free time to use. Why not use it to gain for your own experience?
Absolutely. Well, Hannah, thank you so much for being here with us at Inside Swoop. We really appreciate you coming out, and it's been a great conversation.
Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely. Well, that's another edition of Inside Swoop. Tune in next time for more campus information. I'm Kevin Bogran, here with Inside Swoop.